In this video, I'll show you how to fix your microphone not working inside of the Zoom application. This is a really quick and easy one to fix. So let's jump straight into it and come down to our taskbar on our desktop, and we need to right click on this volume icon and select Open Volume Mixer. Now inside of here, you need to ensure that you have the correct input device selected. So I've got my microphone selected down here, and we can also make sure the general volume is turned up by adjusting this slider, and then come down to the app section here. And if you don't see Zoom inside of this app section, then we simply need to launch it up in the background. And now that I have Zoom running in the background, you'll see this application pop up here. Just make sure this slider is set to full, and we can then close out of this window. And the next thing we're going to do is come over to our Start menu and search for Device Manager, and then tap on the Device Manager tab. Inside of here, we just need to ensure that our microphone drivers are fully up to date. And you can do this by expanding this audio inputs and outputs and locating your microphone from the list and right-clicking and come into Update Driver. And then we can just press Search automatically for drivers. And as you can see, I'm already running the latest driver on my device. So we can close out of this window. And another thing you can try here is enabling and disabling your microphone just by right-clicking and selecting Disable Device. And then you can come back into it once more and just select Enable Device. Once you've done inside of here, you'll need to close out of this window and come over to the Start menu. And this time we're going to search for Control Panel and come over to Control Panel. Then make sure View By is set to Category up here, and come inside of Hardware and Sound, inside of the Sound tab, and then we need to head over to this Recording tab at the top here, and here are all the inputs that we can use to record sound on our computer. And you just need to make sure your microphone is enabled by right-clicking and selecting Enable, and also make sure your microphone is set to the default device just by selecting it and then pressing this Set Default button down here. Any device that we're not currently using, we can actually disable just by right-clicking and selecting Disable. And then once you've done that, you need to right-click on your microphone and come into Properties, come inside of the Levels tab, and just ensure your microphone is turned up here. And then we can press Apply and OK to save these changes and head out of these windows. The next thing you need to do is come back over to the Start menu and search for Services. And then we can come over to the Services app, and from this long list of processes, we need to come all the way down to Windows Audio. And once you found Windows Audio, you just need to ensure that this status is set to running. We can double click on it, and as you can see here, my server status is running. If it's not, then we can just start this process, and also make sure the startup type is set to automatic. Then we can close out of this window, and then you need to right click on Windows Audio, and we're just going to select Restart. Once you've done that, you can check to see if that's fixed the issue. Otherwise, the next thing we need to do is come back over to our Start menu and search for Settings, and then tap on the Settings tab, and from the left here, come down to Privacy and Security, scroll all the way down to Microphone and select that, and just make sure that microphone access is toggled on, enabled here. And also make sure Let Apps Access Your Microphone is turned on too, then come all the way down here. And then lastly, you'll see an option for Let Desktop Apps Access Your Microphone. This also needs to be turned on, and then you can head out of this window. And the last thing we're going to do is actually launch the Zoom application. And once you're inside of the Zoom application, we just need to head over to our profile icon in the top right hand side here. Then come inside of Settings, inside of the Audio tab from the left. And once again, we need to ensure that our microphone is selected down here. Just make sure you have the correct one selected. And we can also press this Test Mic button, and this is just going to test to ensure that our microphone is working. And lastly, we're going to uncheck this Automatically Adjust Microphone Volume, and we're just going to set this ourselves to maximum, and then we can head out of this window, and that should have fixed any microphone issues you're having inside of Zoom. If you still are experiencing problems, then please drop a comment below and I'll try my best to assist you. If this video did help you, then please drop a like and subscribe. Until next time.